Hi everybody! Yes, Isak and I are back again to talk and meet with you. A little bit about this episode today. We are going to talk about the week that has passed.
Yes.
And today we actually have a special topic.
Yeah.
And that will be a kind of hot potato topic, I would say, actually. And we are also going to talk about next week. Not next week, this week actually, because it's Monday today.
Yes.
And we are going to answer some comments that we found on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, and we got snow.
We got snow.
Yes.
It's a winter wonderland.
Yes.
Or a winter hell, depending on who you ask.
I think it's crazy beautiful when it's snow actually, but it's really cold.
Yeah, and it's so much better than when it's just grey and dead.
Yes.
A little bit of white doesn't hurt.
No, not at all. And I think the horses actually love it when the snow came. Yes, shall we jump into it?
Yeah, let's do it. So last week we got a third halter for Fiona. That was supposed to be perfect for her.
Yes.
And what happened?
I actually didn't try it on because it obviously was so big, so it would have been kind of fitting Madonna. I don't know what the problem is with me and the halters. Hannah actually has been the one helping me with the sizes. So I maybe blame her a little bit.
Fiona is big, but not quite like Madonna.
No, oh no. But she's really big. Anyway, Saturday, Victor and I was out shopping for a chainsaw. And we was in a place where we actually had halters for horses. Yes. And I found actually a really nice halter, a back-on-track halter. That seems that it can fit her. So the thing this week will actually be to put halter 4 on Fiona.
4th time's the charm.
Exactly, yes. You said third last time, so you jinxed it, I think. Yes.
Must have been that.
Yeah, I think so.
And you've been getting close with the horses again.
Oh my God,
finally.
I have. Yes, finally. It was when we recorded this breeding thing, the Mystery Stallion for Lavendel. How beautiful wasn't he? Oh my God. Yes, anyway, the first kiss went to trash. He was just standing there asking for it, and he was so cute. So that was so nice to smell the muzzle again and be really close.
And he was so calm, especially compared to Fiona and Lavendel.
Oh, Fiona. Yeah, it wasn't that much Lavendel. Lavendel kind of just wanted to coast up, but Fiona was kind of like a pain in the ass. So Fiona was all over the place, moving around Lavendel. It will actually come short about that because that was so funny. But Trash was really cozy.
Yes, it was. We have a comment from a member, Lola
Yes.
P, on the latest short, you know, the one with Rain and Lavendel.
Yes, Lola P always makes a lot of nice comments that I really enjoy actually. Oh my God, we have a visitor. Hey, Lambi.
Oh my God,
She's not barking. No. That's a good thing. She's just waving the tail. Hey, kom där. Lambi. Ska du... Men gud. Okay. Yes. Kisses. Kisses and hugs. Are we done now? Are we done now? Yes, I think so. I don't know. She never comes up here when we record.
No?
Sometimes when we're editing. But she looks a little bit, I don't know. Hey, we need to fix like a dog bed for her here, I think.
Yes, so Lola said, fantastic video. I hope so many learn from these. Please keep making these if you can. we all learn so much.
Yes.
How long ago did you make that one?
That was actually 4 years ago.
4 years.
Yeah. So it's kind of like an old video that come to life, because I think this topic is a topic that we never can talk enough about, actually.
Mm.
And that's the topic of the day.
Yes.
A kind of a little bit hot potato topic.
What do you mean with hot potato topic?
It was kind of like this. Why I did this video in first place. 4 years ago, when I started on YouTube, I got a lot of kind of criticism about preparing for life. People didn't seem to like it. A lot of people loved it. Some people, I shall say, didn't seem to like it, because they thought the foals should be in the pasture with the mother. The mother should learn the foal how to halter and stand for the farrier. Yes, realistic. Not. So I thought, okay. Then before that I had 2 foals, and both of them were prepared for life. But I thought, okay, let's try with a foal, and don't prepare the foal for the farrier, because it was kind of difficult for me to have argument when I didn't know, because I hadn't tried. So I actually decided to prepare Lavendel with rubbing her legs, throwing the whip, lifting her hooves.
And a blanket.
Yeah, and
the head and everything.
Yes, oh my God. Yes, she was really desensitized, actually. Rain, I put halter on and did some stuff with, but not as much as Lavendel, and I didn't do this thing preparing for the farrier. So the original video, actually the name was Who is responsible for the safety of the farrier? And that's actually a really important topic, because who is responsible for the safety of the farrier?
In the end, it's you, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But not everyone does. So I think not everyone cares, actually. And that's, it's a foal, it can be wild, and that's kind of, that it somehow should be okay, but it's not. Things can always go wrong and go bad when you are around horses, but it's a bigger chance that things actually work out if you try to do something to prepare them. So anyway, that day, Johan, my farrier, came. And we started with Lavendel, and Lavendel kind of was standing still beside Madonna and me. I had her in the halter. The only drama with Lavendel was it was no drama with Lavendel. The only thing was she was trying to find her balance, and that's okay. But she didn't get upset, or she was relaxed all the time. And when we came to Rain, oh my God. Rain, I could feel he was tense from the beginning. He was a little bit worried about Johan. And when Johan picked the feet up, Rain went kind of like crazy reactive and ran away. And in the end, he was rearing up too. I think we can look at this clip actually together and see exactly what happened, and then afterwards we can talk about it.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see.
Let's see, the magic iPad.
The magic TV.
Boom. Yes, here you can see that Rain is a little bit tense. Johan is kind of is following him. And when Johan picks up his feet, Rain is kind of running away and backs into the fence. And where Johan actually had to let go. And we're trying again. And Rain kind of rears up and we are following him. And again. And where you can see Nikki stands, she is calm as ever, resting her back leg. She is trusting us. And where he really rears up. It was actually kind of a really stressful situation. Both for Rain and for me. I think Johan actually is used to this, and that's a really big problem because a farrier should never be used to working under these circumstances. That's not okay.
You want to put this now?
Yeah, I think so. So I will actually never make a videos like this again. If it should happen, and it can happen, then I can do it, but I will never ever not prepare my foals for life and do the things I know that I can do. If I would have done them to Rain, maybe he would have been a little bit tense and reactive because that's kind of Rain, but we wouldn't been having this kind of a reaction, I think. And this actually, watching this kind of a little bit hurts me because this is kind of everything I'm not stands for, but I don't believe in. This is totally the wrong thing to do. So this is kind of like do's and don'ts, you can say. And no matter how we think about it, Rain was kind of put through a trauma, like I have been talking about before. And no foal should be put through a trauma, but I decided to sacrifice one foal for the good cause, because now I can show the world that it actually makes a difference. And this will kind of be like the foundation for Dandelion. Dandelion's hope for the future, or what we now decide to call it. Because we can make a difference here. And that's important, I believe.
I believe so too.
How did you feel when you saw this, Isak? Because you have been working for me for a couple of years now.
Yes.
But not at this point of time.
No, it didn't look controlled or didn't look like a positive experience.
No.
I think he got kind of scared, and I don't think it would be any easier the next time for Rain.
No, we had a lot of work, or I had a lot of work to do after this with Rain. I had to build his confidence and work my way through that. And today we are no problem for the farrier to handle Rain at all. But as I say, as a trauma can come back. But we hope it doesn't. Of course.
Because now Rain is not at Stalldamskär, he's at another farm, right?
Yes, he's sold to a family with two children that handles Rain every day. So he is a calm and safe, nice horse.
Living a good life.
Yes, oh my God, he is the best life ever, actually.
That's what we like to hear.
Yes, it is.
Do you have any other thoughts on this, or do you think we should move on?
I don't think I have any other thoughts on this. This was a traumatic experience, both for me and Rain. What I see in the movie that kind of I think is a little bit strange is that Nikki is just standing, resting her back leg, because Nikki trusts me so much. So she doesn't even react when her foals gets like really worried, really scared, because Nicky has so much trust in me, and that is kind of a good feeling.
Because that could turn into a whole other situation.
Oh
if
my
she starts freaking out.
God, when Rain had freaked even more, when you wouldn't know what had happened. But the time after this time, Johan did Rain's feet. We worked all the way through that too, so it was a calm and nice experience for Rain. But then I had worked a lot with him between, of course.
Did this cause issues in any other places? Because I know Lavendel was so extremely easy to get in the transport.
Yes, but Rain, no, yes, Rain too. First time I had him in the transport, he just walked right in. And because we build from that. So the way I do when I load the horses, I teach them to follow and to be with me. So he just walked right up with me when we drove him to a dumpshare.
That's amazing.
But Rain is a reactive horse, and this did of course not help. So it is kind of what it is. So I don't going to do these do's and don'ts with the two other foals that are coming, because I don't want to.
It's so exciting to know you have two on the way.
Yes, oh my God, and a Lavendel baby and a Spyman baby.
It's amazing. So
yes.
amazing. Do you want to take some more comments?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Why not? I love comments. So,
yes.
And we have gotten so much beautiful comments on the last podcast. Yes, we haven't still decided for a name. One name that actually pops up in my head is Time to Talk. But I don't know. What do you think about that name? Please write in the comments, or if you have came up with something else. Because I think we are going to do this on a regular basis, and I like kind of Mondays for it.
Because people seem to like it. We've gotten so much nice feedback from everyone.
Yes, we have, for sure.
And you have so many new snack tips.
Oh my God, I do. I have so many snack tips, and I actually have started to cook a lot more. So today you will get an Italian pie. Yes, with a white herbal sauce.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Sounds good.
Yes, Victor and I cooked dinner last night, so it was really good actually.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, great.
So we got a comment from Honey Baldridge, I think she's called, or he, they. And she was asking about the horses' blankets, or rather the lack of blankets.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And how come?
How come? Yes, okay. So a horse in the wild, I've never seen a horse in the wild with a blanket. I believe that horses are putting the fur on that they need for the type of weather that they are living. And they have really thick fur. Although I have one horse that actually can be a little bit chilled sometimes, and that's Trash. But that you can see on Trash if it's times to put a blanket on.
How do you know?
He's shivering and runs and doesn't feel like he's cozy. So I can see if we need to, or feed if we need to, because all horses are setting different kind of furs. But I will actually try to have them without blankets, because I think it's nice for them to put on the winter coat. And I think they kind of like to not have the blankets on. And this is kind of ridiculous that I don't have blankets on because I have a whole wall with blankets. So, but I thought I would try this winter actually.
And we have another comment that thinks that Rain and Lavendel was way too young to halter train and to have away from their mom.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, that's an interesting comment. That comment, I think, is one of the reasons why I made this movie, the other one. Yes. Okay. Yes, my question will be, how can we be too old to train and to have a halter on?
No, too young.
Too young. This is strange because we need to take care of the foals. We need to trim the feet. And how are we supposed to trim the feet if we don't have a halter on? Shall we have the farrier run after the foal and try to pick up the feet in the speed? Or what is the plan? And when we see rein that actually have a halter on, but still have a reaction. So I think this is so strange. And this thing away from the mothers, I don't know where people get that from, because that comment is kind of, I can see kind of often. I never take the foals away from the mothers. And in this particular shorts, you can see both Nicky and Madonna standing. But from this, when I had Rain and Lavendel in halters, I think Nicky and Madonna was somewhere in the pasture, but the foals are so safe with me, so we don't care if the mother is eating or something.
And the mares are so safe with you that they don't feel the need to follow.
No, not at all, because I never separate them.
I think that's it for comments for today. So let's look forward. What do we have to look forward to this week?
A lot.
A lot.
Yes. This week, oh my God, I'm almost a little bit scared saying what my plans is, because when I do, it kind of don't happen. I have so many examples of that. We try one more time. This week, we're actually planning to go to Stalldammskär. Yes. Kisses and hugs for Madonna and Frosty when we come. Not sure if Hannah will be there that day. So we are not going to see if riding and stuff for Madonna and Frosty, but we can do kisses. We can do that. But we are actually going to meet Colibri, kicking Colibri, and see how she is developing. She is free now. We are going to meet Johan, that is my trainer. And farrier. Yeah, and the farrier. He is kind of like the gift that keeps giving. He is everything. Johan is great. And we are going to meet Spyman. Vistar done it. My homebred futurity winner that I'm so crazy proud of. Although a lot of stuff has actually happened with Spyman.
Yeah, should we talk a bit about Spyman for those that are new? Because we haven't seen her in a long time.
No. Spyman is 6 years old now. Spyman is the one that I prepared really well, actually. I taught him all the exercises his first month when he was a foal. So when he was 30 days, he knew it all. He was crazy easy to train and a beautiful foal. Good-minded, a little stallion. I had him at home until he was 1.5 years, when I decided that he needed to go with friends in his own age and move away from home to start to be trained. Yes, and when Johan ride him and won the futurity, German Breeders Level 1 with Spyman, when he was 4 years old. And then some kind of bad stuff has happened, and I have been doing some changes for Spyman. But I think we will talk about it some more when we are at Dammskär and you got to meet Spyman. So.
But winning futurity, is that a really big competition in Europe?
Yes, I think it's the biggest.
The biggest?
Yes, the futurity is the thing. The 3 and 4 years futurity. Spyman was in the 3 years futurity too. I don't remember what place, if he was second or third. I don't remember actually. but to win the Breeders' German, that's a really big deal. And to do it with the first breeding, that's kind of awesome.
How did that feel? Were you there when...
No, my God, I wasn't, because it was something wrong with Colibri. We had a new farrier, actually, at that time. And I think she had took too much or something on Colibri's hoof, so she was lame. But we didn't know if it was an abscess, or if it was something with the leg. So I couldn't leave Colibri. And it was so bad because I missed it live. I got pictures and videos from Johan and I saw it on TV, but it's not the same thing to be there and see Johan ride with his victory thing around Spyman's neck and this big statue and... But maybe Fiona will do it.
Yeah, you just have to win another one.
Yes, exactly. We just have to do it all over again.
Can't be that hard. If you did it on your first try.
Exactly. I don't think actually no one in, I don't know, in Sweden have done that before. With the own breed and the owner and the Swedish trainer. So I think actually that is the first time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm crazy proud. And I'm actually entitled to be that, I think. Yeah. So, do you have any questions that you want me to talk about in next episode when we meet Spyman and Colibri? You can write them in comments if you do. Yes. And I think that was it for today, actually.
Yes. It's an exciting week ahead of us.
Yes, it is. Crazy exciting. I'm so looking forward to it. Yes. So, thank you for all your comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And it would actually be really nice to know what you thought about this too when we did this special topic. That I'm really interested in know, actually. Yes. So, talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye.